I don't know how I'm gonna get through this day, y'all. I have no idea. So I stayed up last night literally tossing and turning and getting up and moving stuff and looking up stuff and laying on the bed and going drinking water, doing all this back and forth. I stayed up all night until about 4:15. Finally took my ass to sleep and then woke up around 5:30ish, 5:45 to get to school. Got to school like around 6:15 because we had what you call a mock code. So, you know, it's like you training to see what you would do in a code like situation. We have to do it because it goes towards our clinical hours, all that jazz. So just now leaving there, we did like a little mini study session because everybody is freaked out because I think they said after like the second test or something, like 14 people weren't passing this class. And so the last test hopefully helped to bring a few people up, hopefully. And then this is our last test. Oh yeah, I can barely talk. This is our last test before we do our final. So this is like, for a lot of people, this is like their last chance to like really, really get their grade up. Because the final, you just never know with the final. It's 25% of your grade, so it is a lot of your grade, but you don't know if you can like bank on it because it's a lot of content and you're already fatigued, you're tired, you're at the end. So I don't always bank on the final. I usually like just pass it. So, but we'll see. I'm passing the class right now. As far as this next test, the teacher, we have 2 teachers on this test. When I tell you this teacher is trash, I mean, that's just what it is. Like I think she feels like we want her to just hand us the answers and we're just, you know, lazy and we just want to get the answers to the test. We just need focus, because if you're lecturing on like 4 chapters and you only have like 20 questions, still that's like half the test. That's like half the test. But we need to kind of know where to focus our energy so we can be productive in our studying. Because if you're teaching us, you know, like one of the things that we're doing is like auditory and visual problems. I mean, it's not a whole lot to it, but there are quite a few different auditory and visual problems. So which ones do you want us to focus on more? Like, she gave us a blueprint, y'all, for emergency care, and like she just put random words. Like, she put violence. Like, that was one of the like bullet points that we need to go over for learning about emergency care nursing. Violence. Like, that's all she put. Not what a nurse might encounter, what type of abuse might a nurse encounter, how would that nurse then report it or deal with it, just violence. Like, what? And it's just like, it's kind of like a slap in the face. Like, people ask for a blueprint so they have an idea of where to focus their studying, okay, and then you put one letter on there. Like, it's so, and I think a lot of us are kind of stuck in the, okay, I don't want to do this is too much work, like this is crazy rhetoric. And it's just like, okay, yeah, we can feel it that way, but at the end of the day, we still have to study. Like, we can say that, we can be like, woe is me, this teacher sucks, this and then third, but we still have to study. So I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm holding it together. I got a lot of support. I got a lot of blessings. I got a lot more ahead of me than behind me, right? But this final countdown to finish school, bitch. I told my granddad everything I gotta do. 7 overnight shifts, 3 NCLEX prep days, Back to back to back. 7 overnight shifts, 5 tests, 3 NCLEX prep days, back to back. In like the next 3 weeks. All that gotta be done. I feel like I'll be okay with it if everything else in my life was more stable. Yeah, it's so hot. I gotta get some fresh, cool air. I'm so hot. But it's not. Everything is not okay. But it's okay though, because I'm gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna get to the end of the end, y'all. And we're just gonna make it happen. But just, I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm holding it together. That's all I'm doing, is just holding it together. Get to the end, y'all. We're gonna make this happen. Trust me. We're doing this, okay? Whew. What's up, you all? So I just left my cousin's graduation. Shout out to you, Kendall. You did it, girl. She just got her RN in.
Kendall Notori Cross.
And then, like, right when I was about to leave, like, legit was about to leave, my bestie, I'm like, Catherine! So she pulls up because her and my cousin went to school at the same time. And Catherine graduated last year. So, but they still knew each other and everything. So that was cool. Kathy showed up. That's why I love Catherine. It's like no matter what, she shows up. She's just one of those people. She is just one of those people. That's why I love her. She always shows up for people. So that was nice. I think everybody going to brunch. I need to get home because my husband is watching the kids, and I know he's stressed the F out with these cheering. Plus, I just did my preceptorship yesterday. Whew. Whew. Yeah, I almost got hit by this dang on bus coming down the street. My preceptorship was last night. Whoa, as soon as I sit down, it hit me how tired I am. Turn this on. Just did my preceptorship yesterday, so I got off at 7:30 or something this morning, so I'm like, I'm tired. I'm dead dog tired. But it's okay. Catherine is moving. Seeing if my mom can watch my kids tomorrow. And if she can, I'm gonna help Catherine move, and then I'm gonna go study for my test. Hopefully upload some videos for y'all, because I want to get some videos uploaded of like all of my school videos before. But yeah, it was cool. My preceptorship was pretty chill. I'm not lying, don't lie though. It was a drag. It was a drag. So I'm more than likely gonna do it at assignment, so I ain't gotta go there as many times as I gotta go there. But it was a drag. Kind of find out one of the people that was helping me with my preceptorship, it's not my actual preceptor, but she was stepping in to help. She's a Cancer gang, you know what I'm saying? So that was good vibes. But she's quitting. Actually, she's transferring to a different hospital. It's the same hospital, but a different location. She said when she first started, she loved she actually had her preceptorship on that floor. And it's like the post-surgical cardiac patients. PSCU, post-surgical cardiac unit. And so there's a lot of telemetry. Everybody's on telemetry. A few IVs, things like that. So anyhow, she said she loved it at first, but now the management, she doesn't like it, so she's moving. We was just talking about pay and all of that. They ain't getting paid nothing. There ain't nobody getting paid nothing. And then we was just all talking about money and stuff like that. But supposedly the sign-on bonus is like $20,000, but it's over like 2 years, and you gotta sign that contract. So That's that. But I'm gonna come back and see how when I got the energy. I almost dropped my laptop. Crap. Oh yeah. So something that I've realized is that I've been triggered. Okay, so these last 2 weeks of school, right? The last time that I had last 2 weeks of school and it was like this much pressure on me is when I was at Simon's Rock. And remember I told you I owed the school money and they weren't releasing my transcripts until I paid them their money, and then I finally got those transcripts released. And that's what basically, that's why I was able to get into nursing school this second time around, is because those transcripts were released, right? But what I did not tell you all is that I never got a diploma from that school. When it came time to get my diploma, I didn't get it. I did walk across the stage, but I didn't get a diploma. I mean, I guess I could have, but it was some crazy stuff. Like, I didn't graduate. I don't have a diploma from there. And I think, like, I was so stressed those last few weeks of school. I remember I had no support. You gotta think, I was like 17 years old, living in Great Barrington, Massachusetts, with none of my family around me. And I was broke. My family was broke. And I was stressed out. And I just didn't feel like I could do it. So now this time around, I've been telling you all what I've been having to do with school. And I'm still working, and I'm still just, yeah. So I've realized that, like, part of my stress right now is kind of like, maybe I'm triggering that time when I was at Simon's Rock and I didn't graduate, and I was so stressed. I was so overwhelmed. I had no one to tell how I was feeling and all of that. And perhaps it's just that's being, like, triggered right now. But I was talking to my husband about it. He was like, "You're not alone. Like, we're all here for you. We've been here for you. Even the kids are here for you." Like, you know, we're just talking about everything. He's like, "You can't let that come back to you again and, like, mess you up right now," basically. And I'm not. I literally have 2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks. I'm about to wash my hair. Don't worry. Yeah, my hair is so dry. If I throw some water on it, it's going to be a little bit moisturized. But I need to wash my hair. I'm about to do that, like, right now. But I have 4 more tests. No, I have 3 tests this week. 2 preceptor days this week. I already just did a test today. Next week, I have 3 ATI review days and 2 days on my preceptorship. The week after that is the final, and then 2 more days on my preceptorship, and the week after that, we graduate. So from here until our final, we have 2 full weeks. So I failed my test. I failed my last unit test. You think you have to get a 76 to pass? Yeah, I got a freaking 66, like a straight F on this test. And I don't know. I know that I could have done better. I could have been more focused. I was just kind of just like, I've been so detached for the past however amount of time. I don't know, the past week or 2. And I got to come back down to reality and deal with stuff. But I don't want to deal with it. So I'm like, kind of just not at my top self right now. But I have to, like, quickly turn this shit around. Like, I need to. Because I think I only had like an 80 something in the class, like an 81 or 82 in the class. So failing this test is definitely going to bring me down. And on top of that, we still have the final. That's 25% of the grade. So I could put a lot of energy into the final. I will. And hopefully bring up this score. so I can pass my class and graduate. There's no way I'm coming this far and I'm not graduating. So let me do this grind for this final. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'm about to go. I got a meeting with my teachers. I just gotta, you know, get it together, baby. Get it together. I have to get it together. I gotta toughen up, Buttercup. And yeah, how do I feel? I feel mad at myself. Like, I'm embarrassed because this is not how I roll. This is not how I roll, but this is how I've been rolling. And it's just like, you know what? You can't let your ego and your pride kind of stop you from seeking the help that you need. You just got to do it. Just get the help, and you're about to graduate. Like, you made it this far. So, but honestly, I should have saw this coming, because this is exactly what happened to me, my LPN, in my LPN program. We got to the end. I was doing well though, but we got to the end and I just was like, I don't care anymore. Like, I just want to be done. And that's exactly what happened. I didn't care no more. I passed all my tests, did really good on my HESI, but I was just like done with it. And I've also just been in my head, like when it comes to doing answers for the test, like I be in my head a lot and not in a good way. So I'm pissed off at myself because I'm this close. I'm this close and I got a 66 on my last exam. Like, who does that? I could have at least passed the goddamn thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do okay though. The hope now is on the final. I'm hoping for the final to come bring me through at the end. Yeah, I gotta focus on something else. I'll talk to y'all later.